Hey everyone, welcome to Love Hackers, your daily dose of dating advice to help you decode the mysteries of love. I'm Alex Carter,
And I'm Sophie Tanaka.
and we are both dating experts here to help you navigate that sometimes bumpy road to romance.
Absolutely. We've all been there. You
Right.
meet someone who seems amazing, things are going great.
And then suddenly,
You get hit with the I want to take things slow line.
it's like a punch to the gut, right?
It really is.
Leaves you feeling so confused and just not sure what to do next.
Mm-hmm.
So let's unpack this. Taking it slow. It's one of those dating phrases that can mean a million different things.
Yeah.
And trust me, it's rarely about actual speed.
It's true. It's like a secret code that women use, and deciphering it can be so tricky.
Right.
Sometimes taking it slow is just a sugar-coated way of saying no, especially early on in dating.
Yeah, I can see that.
And we
It's a
could-
way of letting someone down gently without completely crushing their ego.
Exactly. But it can also be a sign that she's not fully convinced about you yet.
Okay.
Maybe she sees potential but needs more time to develop feelings.
So she's on the fence.
Yeah.
You need to give her a little nudge in the right direction.
Yeah.
So how do you do that?
Well, sometimes taking it slow is actually a test, what some dating experts call a shit test. It's a way for women to gauge your confidence, your boundaries, and how you react under pressure.
Okay. So she's throwing down a challenge to see what you're made of.
Exactly. She wants to see if you're going to crumble or if you're going to hold your ground and show her that you're not easily swayed.
That makes sense.
Now,
It's like she's testing your mettle to see if you're worthy of her time and attention.
precisely. But let's not forget that taking it slow can also stem from a very genuine fear of commitment.
Right.
Past relationship trauma can make someone hesitant to jump into a new relationship, and they might need more time to feel safe and secure.
That's an important point. We need to acknowledge that everyone has their own baggage and past experiences that shape their approach to dating. It's not always about playing games or manipulating the situation.
Yeah. Right. It's about understanding where the other person is coming from and respecting their boundaries, even if they seem a little confusing at first.
So we've got a whole spectrum of possibilities here, from a polite brush-off to a genuine fear of commitment.
Right.
How can our listeners figure out what's really going on when a woman says she wants to take things slow?
Context is key.
Okay.
Pay attention to the timing, her past relationships, and how she behaves when she's with you.
So if she's saying take it slow on a first date, that might be a different story than if she says it after a few weeks of dating.
Exactly. The timing can tell you a lot about her intentions.
And her past relationships. If she's recently been hurt, that could also explain her hesitation.
Absolutely. She might still be healing and not ready to dive headfirst into something new. And her behavior. Is she engaged when she's with you? Does she seem happy and interested?
So if she's constantly checking her phone or seems distant, that could be a red flag.
It could be. But if she's making eye contact, laughing at your jokes, and genuinely seems interested in getting to know you, then she might just need a little more time to warm up.
Okay, that makes sense. It's all about reading the signals, understanding the bigger picture.
Yeah.
But let's dive into some specific scenarios. What if a woman drops the take it slow bomb on the very first date? What should our listeners do?
Well, first of all, don't panic. It's not uncommon for someone to say this on a first date. They might be feeling a bit nervous or unsure about whether there's a real connection.
So it's not necessarily a rejection.
Not at all. It could simply mean she needs a little more time to assess the situation. Maybe she's not ready to jump into anything too quickly.
Okay, so how should a guy respond in this situation? Should he try to convince her to change her mind or just accept her decision and move on?
Neither, actually. The best approach is to simply acknowledge her feelings and respect her boundaries. You can say something like, I understand I'm also someone who likes to take things at my own pace.
So show her that you're on the same page without coming across as desperate or pushy.
Exactly. And here's the key. Don't dwell on it. Continue to enjoy the date. Focus on having a good time and see where things go naturally.
So don't let the take it slow comment derail the entire evening.
Exactly. Remember, a first date is just an initial meeting. It's not a make or break situation.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Sometimes we put too much pressure on those first encounters.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to another scenario. What if you've been dating for a few weeks or even a few months, and suddenly she says she wants to slow things down? That could feel pretty confusing, especially if things seem to be going well.
Absolutely. In this situation, it's crucial to understand that her reasons might be more complex. It could be that she's starting to develop deeper feelings for you, and that's actually scaring her.
So she might be pulling back because she's afraid of getting hurt.
Exactly. Or maybe she's realizing that she needs to work through some personal issues before she can fully commit to a relationship.
So it's not necessarily a sign that she's losing interest.
Not at all. It could actually be the opposite. She might be trying to protect herself from getting too attached too quickly.
Okay, so what's the best way to navigate this situation?
Communication is key. Have an open and honest conversation with her about her reasons for wanting to slow things down. Listen attentively without getting defensive.
So don't interrupt or try to talk her out of her feelings.
Right. Just let her express herself fully, and then share your perspective in a calm and respectful way.
And what if her reasons are related to her past relationships? What if she's been hurt before and is scared of repeating those patterns?
That's a valid concern, and it's important to be understanding and patient. Let her know that you respect her need for space and that you're willing to move at a pace that feels comfortable for her.
So reassure her that you're not going to pressure her or rush into anything she's not ready for.
Exactly. And be consistent with your actions. If you say you're okay with taking things slow, then actually follow through. Don't try to sneak in extra dates or push for more intimacy than she's comfortable with.
So walk the walk, not just talk the talk.
Precisely. Consistency is key to building trust, especially when someone is hesitant about relationships.
That makes a lot of sense. But let's be realistic. Hearing "let's take things slow" can be frustrating, especially when you're excited about someone and want to spend more time with them.
It's true. It can be tough. But here's something important to remember. Taking it slow isn't necessarily a bad thing. In fact, it can often lead to a stronger and more fulfilling relationship in the long run.
How so?
When you take the time to truly get to know someone to build a solid foundation of trust and mutual respect, you're creating a bond that's less likely to crumble under pressure.
No, it's like building a house on a solid foundation instead of on shaky ground.
That's a great analogy. Taking things slow allows you to see the other person more clearly, to understand their strengths and weaknesses, and to determine whether you're truly compatible on a deeper level.
It's about quality over quantity.
Exactly. It's about building a connection that's based on genuine intimacy, not just superficial attraction.
That's a powerful message.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people feel pressured to rush into relationships to hit those milestones quickly. But sometimes the best things in life take time to develop.
Absolutely. And when you embrace that philosophy, dating becomes less about winning or conquering and more about enjoying the journey of getting to know someone special.
That's a beautiful way to put it. So for all the guys out there who are feeling frustrated by the "take it slow" message, remember that it's not a rejection. It's an opportunity to build a stronger connection.
And it's a chance to show her that you're a patient, respectful, and understanding partner who's willing to meet her where she is.
So take a deep breath, relax, and embrace the slow burn. You might be surprised at what you discover along the way. So we've talked about what taking it slow might mean. But how does a guy actually handle it in real life? Let's say she's asking to slow things down. What's the play?
Well, instead of panicking or getting all pushy, remember those power moves we talked about? Giving her space,
Right.
not being needy.
Because acting desperate never wins anyone over.
Yeah.
It just makes her pull back even further.
Exactly. Neediness is a huge turnoff. So instead of bombarding her with texts or trying to force the pace, give her the space she needs to breathe and figure things out.
But isn't there a risk that if you give her too much space, like if you completely disappear, she'll lose interest?
Yeah.
It's a delicate balance.
It is. And that's where that second power move comes in. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Keep dating other people. Pursue your own interests and live a fulfilling life.
So don't put your life on hold for someone who might not be fully invested yet.
Exactly. It's about maintaining your own sense of self-worth and not making her the center of your universe.
And here's the thing, guys. When you focus on your own goals and passions, you become more attractive, not less. Women are drawn to confident, independent men who have a purpose in life.
So true.
All right, so we've covered giving her space, not being needy. What about that third power move?
Ah, yes. Flipping the script. Instead of constantly chasing her or trying to force her hand, let her be the one to initiate contact, plan dates, and define the relationship.
So basically shift the power dynamic.
Exactly. Let her come to you. Now, this doesn't mean playing hard to get or being manipulative. It's about respecting her need for space and letting her lead the way.
So if she's genuinely interested, she'll make the effort.
Exactly. And if she doesn't, well, that tells you everything you need to know.
Right. It's about valuing your own time and energy and not wasting it on someone who's not reciprocating your feelings.
Exactly. Dating should be a two-way street.
So to wrap things up, when a woman says she wants to take it slow, don't panic. Take a deep breath, assess the situation, and remember those three power moves. Give her space, don't be needy, and flip the script.
Those are powerful tools that can help you shift the dynamic in your favor and help you navigate the dating world with more confidence and clarity.
Excellent advice as always. You've been listening to Love Hackers, your daily dose of dating advice to help you decode the mysteries of love. I'm Alex Carter.
And I'm Sophie Tanaka.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow with more tips and tricks to help you navigate the world of romance. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment like this episode, and share it with a friend who might need a little dating advice. Until then, happy dating, everyone.